Let's shade art materials. First, I like to pick my favorite pencil. That's the HB pencil. But you can use just a normal, regular school pencil. When tracing the objects, it's important how you put your pencil. Make sure you put your pencil straight up and hold it not on the bottom, but a little bit towards the middle or even the top. Trace around without leaning the pencil whatsoever. Instead of crossing your hands, you can simply spin the paper to get to difficult parts. Now let's fill in the details. I'm looking at the one on the left, the original glue, just to make sure I'm making all the lines in the correct spaces. I'm also looking for proportions, which is the correct size compared to another object. In this case, the object is the actual original glue. Notice how I line up the pencil with the original line, the edge of that sticker. I place the scissors touching the glue just because it makes for better composition. Don't forget to trace the two holes of the scissors as well. For the details, make sure you observe the original object, meaning the scissors, instead of making the details up from imagination. Look for shapes and lines that you recognize, like the circle that you see above. I forgot to trace the space between the scissors. Your scissors might not have that. Before I start shading the shadows, I like to fill in the parts that have color with a tone that I think it's appropriate. But you can skip this part if you like. The first step in shading in the shadows is to identify where is the light coming from. Here you can see the light is coming from the left edge, so I'm going to shade on the opposite part, the right edge. Shade very softly at first and progressively getting softer and softer as you get towards the light source. Leave all the dark shading for last. A common mistake is to press hard right away. I definitely do not recommend that. You want to stay within 1 through 5 of the value scale. While editing this video, it takes me back to MC Escher and his famous drawing hands. Another tip, notice where I'm holding my pencil. It's towards the middle. That's because I'm pressing soft. Now when I want to get darker, I could then switch to holding it towards the tip, and now I get more accuracy and more pressure, hence darker. Now how to use the blending step. A blending step is not a magic tool. That's the first thing you need to understand. It's just a tool that helps you blend the shading without getting your hands dirty. So if you don't have a good starting point, in other words shading to blend with the blending tool, nothing much is going to happen. So here I'm simply blending all the shading that I did to get a more cloudy shadow feel, still having good craftsmanship, not passing the lines whatsoever, and pressing softer and softer as I get towards the light source. This next tip I'm going to show you, I actually learned from a kid. She put the object back in the original place and started shading the shadow that she saw. And now I'm telling you guys. Thanks, Camila. I hope you're watching. Now we could do the dark tones now that we have all the middle values incorporated. Oh, and one more thing, if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. How do you do that? By clicking like and subscribe.